Hello there and welcome to my channel. My name is Igor.
No, it's pronounced Igor.
But they told me it was Igor.
Well, they were wrong then, weren't they?
Sorry, Igor. And I'm back with a very scary Halloween fountain pen review. Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the Inquiring Minds channel, we present Dr. Tome's House of 3D Skeletons. So don't even think about changing channels because...
Where am I?
The pit of despair. Don't even think.
Don't even think about trying to escape.
So don't even think about changing channels because this is one beautiful skeleton.
What knockers?
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
This is the Laban skeleton in rose gold. I was inspired to buy this extraordinary fountain pen when I got this beautiful golden barrel ink from Pelican. And I put it in this Moonman Q1. I thought the shimmering ink would look fabulous in this skeletal fountain pen. The Moonman Q1 was on loan to me from Janice Butterworth, and she's informed me that she would like to donate this pen as a giveaway on my channel. So stay tuned to find out how to win this Moonman Q1 and whether this Laban skeleton is a great writer or a horrible monster.
I am the monster! Yeah, I see that you are the monster.
Right now. So some people have asked me about how clean my desk is all the time. Well, that takes some effort before I begin filming. But I got caught in the middle of pen cleaning day. I'm taking on a few of my wife's pens and doing some maintenance on them so that she can write with them again. And re-inking them for her as well. I just got an email with a photo of something in my mailbox. In my mailbox at my home. And on a Sunday at that. So very interesting. It's been delivered directly to me from England. It only took a few days. And this pen, here's the package. I'm going to open it up. But this pen was inspired by this one, which was inspired by this ink. This is the Edelstein Golden Barrel Ink of the Year from Pelican. And this is the Moonman Q1 that Janice Butterworth so generously loaned to me for review. I did a review and she's now said I can give it away. So this ink in this pen inspired my purchase of this pen, which is a Laban skeleton. So let's open it up. Oh, I did. I cut my bookmark. Aww. I'm so excited. Hope I haven't cut the pen in half. And there we are. This is the Laban skeleton. I got it in a broad. The B on the back. It has a white sleeve. This is the first Laban fountain pen I've ever had. Slide that off. We have a nice royal blue hard cardboard box with Laban foil stamped, refill your soul by writing. Has a nice motif on it, a crest on the bottom, and it is in a drawer with a little pull tab. Never get the hang of these. There we go. And here is the pen. We've got a little sticker and the pen under a ribbon. Let's pull that up and see we have a Laban bookmark, and there is a bit of silicate gel. This is a desiccant, so please do not eat. Or throw away. DMF free. Well, I don't know what I can do with it if I can't eat or throw away.
An old man finds it, touches it, and this is the shocking result.
Laban, international guarantee, lots of documentation. Let's find out how long it's guaranteed. 3 years after the date of purchase. Of course, they're not responsible for you being an idiot. Filling instructions and so forth. Pen is in its condom.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Good one. And we'll look at the pen. Looks very nice. So it is rose gold, and it is hard to tell that it's rose gold unless you compare it with something gold. And the nib is gold. Not real gold, it's steel, but it's two-tone. And that gold tone is gold, so you can tell the rose gold against it. The skeleton for Halloween would be very appropriate as well. So I'm going to ink this pen up, and I'm going to do a review, and I'm going to publish the review on Saturday, October 30th, in time for Halloween. And at the same time, I'm going to give away this Moonman Q1 as a Halloween gift to subscribers. So you won't see this until Halloween, but on that day, happy Halloween. And what I'd like to do today is go over the parts and features of this pen, show some size comparisons, some measurements, and then provide a writing sample. After the writing sample, please stay tuned, as I will talk about what I like and what I don't like so much about this fountain pen. And I'll show you how to win this Moonman Q1 fountain pen. Laban is a new brand for me. They are manufactured in Taiwan. Overall, the pen is a medium-sized cigar-shaped pen made from clear acrylic covered with an exoskeleton of rose-colored gold metal. From the top, we see a bullet-shaped finial with a single groove or seam at the very top. The cantilevered clip extends from the finial. It's a very pleasing shape. I really like that. Very elegant, and it's very springy and very, very usable. The metal-colored acrylic cap tapers up to an integrated cap band that has a couple of steps and Laban stamped or engraved into it. If you look carefully here at the script logo, you can see an interesting visual phenomenon. Let me get closer. There. So get close to your screen too to see this effect. It really is quite interesting. There's a large step down to the barrel, and then about a 2 millimeter gap before the exoskeleton barrel continues. The barrel tapers down to a groove that separates the bullet-shaped end finial from the rest of the barrel. The gap between the cap and the exoskeleton of the barrel is very unusual and surprising. Because the gap is acrylic, we can see right through it to the threads of the section. And it looks like the cap just doesn't close all the way down. It just looks like a flaw. And it makes you want to turn the cap more because it doesn't look like it's all the way closed. The cap unscrews with 1 and just about almost 2 turns to reveal a concave shaped rose gold colored slick metal section and a number 6 size two-toned gold colored steel nib. The section is long enough and comfortable, but it is fairly slippery. But the shape of that concave section actually keeps your fingers from sliding too much. Let's take a closer look at this nib. The tip of the nib is chrome and the body gold colored with a very nice scrollwork border and the engraved words Laban, iridium, B for broad, and then a script L in laurel leaves logo. Very pretty. Iridium on a fountain pen tip is supposed to give you the idea that the tip is composed of iridium, a rare and relatively expensive metal, and one of the hardest metals known. But modern fountain pen nib tipping materials are usually made out of other metals and alloys comprised of ruthenium, osmium, or tungsten. So take the iridium you see on these nibs, especially from the east, with a grain of salt. And here is a look at the plastic feed. The nib and the feed are friction fit, although I've not tried to pull them. They are not part of an unscrewable nib and feed assembly or collar. The section unscrews to reveal the included Laban branded standard international converter, and it has a reinforced nipple.
Dirty word! He said a dirty word!
The inside of the cap has a step milled into it that meets up with the section to seal the nib. You can see where those two meet right there. So very good precision. The cap posts deeply and securely, and because the cap is so heavy, it does significantly back weight this pen when posted. But unposted, the pen is plenty long enough in the hand and nicely balanced for a light metal pen. It's actually surprisingly light for a metal pen. I bought this pen from Cult Pens in the UK for $212.56 Canadian. The price you see here reflects currency fluctuations. And plus I got a 10% off my purchase. There's a link in the description which will provide you with 10% off your purchase from Cult Pens as well.
By Grabthar's hammer. What a savings.
The Laban skeleton is available in 4 finishes: this rose gold, silver, gunmetal, and rainbow. And it is available in 4 nib sizes: extra fine, fine, medium, and broad. It's also available in a rollerball. And there is a new special edition gold version available that I've just seen on Cult Pens. Now let's look at some size comparisons. And here is the Laban skeleton with a Pen BBS 492, Year of the Rat magnetic piston filler in rose gold colored trim. Let's just say from now on that if I don't specify it's real gold, it's just gold colored, okay?
That's okay, just don't let it happen again.
We won't let it happen again, Mr. Mackey, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
So no one correct me. Got it? Good. And here is a Conklin Durograph with rose gold trim and a Moonman T2 piston filler in rose gold, body anyway, and a Pen BBS 380 silver velvet. Now I've included this one because the aluminum twist on this pen is just as interesting as the skeleton. And let's look at them posted. And here they are posted. The 492 is very long when it's posted. The Conklin really doesn't post securely at all. The Moonman T2 becomes very long and back-weighted. The Pen BBS 380 aluminum pen posts actually very nicely, but you can see it has a rollerball tip on it right now that comes included with the fountain pen nib as well. Now let's look at some measurements, and I'll be back with a writing sample. And we're back with the writing portion of the review. This is Clairefontaine 90 GSM paper, and this is the Laban skeleton, and it has a number 6 size steel broad nib. Let's check the wetness. It's very, very wet, and this pen is very, very smooth right out of the box. And the ink today is Pelikan, Edelstein, Golden Barrel. Here are some close matches to this ink from inkswatch.com. This ink comes out very yellow and kind of flat on camera. So that's why I'm doing a second camera here, to get a different angle so that you can see some of this incredible golden shimmer you get with it. I've got the ink in my Jinhao Centennial with an italics, broad cursive italic nib, and it's just marvelous. I use it for signing cards and decorative writing. Just stunning. I doubt if I could write with this ink every day, but it is awesome for its effect. And as to line variation, well, it's already broad to begin with, so you're not going to get much variation at all, but it is very stiff with very, very little bounce to it. The nib is super smooth and has just a touch of feedback. I bought a broad nib just in case I didn't like it, and I might have wanted Jack to grind it into an architect for me. But I'm liking the smooth, thick line. Once I'm done with this sparkly gold effect, I'll probably try another more regular ink in it, as I like how this pen feels in the hand. This line is 0.7 millimeters in thickness, which makes it a Western medium to broad and a Japanese broad. And for our quote, and some reverse writing. It's a bit scratchy, just a bit, but it's keeping up very nicely, and you do get a much thinner line. So that's a possibility. And some quick writing. Absolutely no problems with that feed keeping up, even with that shimmer ink in it, which tends to clog up feeds. So it's doing very, very well. So what do I like and what do I not like about this fountain pen? When I first saw the Laban skeleton in David Parker's review, I thought I preferred the gunmetal gray version rather than this shiny gold one. I picked up the gold because of the match with the ink more than a love of shiny gold. But I think for a pen to write with, for more than an effect, I would have preferred the gunmetal gray, perhaps with some J. Herbin Stormy Gray instead. I know the rainbow metal pens are a big hit this year, like the TWSBI 580 in that rainbow color. So perhaps some of you might be interested in the rainbow skeleton as well. I thought the pen might be heavy and uncomfortable because of its exoskeleton, but Laban has done an excellent job both visually and physically in getting this effect in the pen and into a pen that is actually quite light when unposted, and surprisingly comfortable. You can feel that texture, certainly, but it doesn't feel rough or uncomfortable in the hand at all. I thought I'd dislike the metal section, but again, Laban has shaped it in such a way that it doesn't feel as slippery as some. This actually surprised me because look at this. Here is the Moonman T2. I railed about this pen's slippery metal section and heavy body, but side by side, the sections are almost identical. Almost. The difference is subtle. The Laban has a more pronounced flare towards the nib, and the body is much, much lighter. It actually makes a big difference. I like the nicely shaped springy clip and the branded converter with the script of Laban that you can see through the barrel of the pen. I like to adjust the converter in the pen so that it is facing me while I'm writing with it. Call me OCD. I love the swooping curves and the crystal clear acrylic underneath that metal skeleton. It's a very interesting look, and the pen writes beautifully. My quibbles are few. One big one, and the rest are suggestions. My big quibble is this gap right here between the cap and the exoskeleton of the barrel. It looks like a flaw. I think it is a flaw, a design flaw. It looks like the cap isn't secure, and so you haven't turned it all the way down, or that it's going to come loose. It's just odd. And I have a number of suggestions. First, the rose gold model has a gold and chrome nib. Rose gold would have been a perfect match here. So would rose gold on the converter, but now I'm just reaching. The other models all have chrome with the exception of the brand new gold special edition, which has the same nib that's in this pen. But shouldn't the gunmetal gray have a gunmetal gray nib? And especially the rainbow version should have a rainbow nib, I think. Twisby can do it. You can too. They're just across town. Ask them. Laban have some other interesting models that have similar finishes to the skeleton, like the Galileo and the Flora. Colors aside, this pen begs to be a piston filler. It even has the faux blind cap on the end finial, and ink inside this clear acrylic surrounded by this amazing matrix.
The brothers who made the Matrix are ladies now. They're ladies.
Just one of them?
That's the thing. It's both of them. What are the chances?
Would be awesome. Even an eyedropper would do, as all they would have to do is make the section acrylic, because the inside of the barrel inside is completely acrylic, no metal parts. In all, it's an awesome fountain pen. Thanks go out to me for providing this pen for review. And now to give this cool Moonman Q1 fountain pen away to a lucky subscriber. Simply be a subscriber to my channel and leave a comment below. Any comment will do. That will pass the Inkquiring mind sensor.
What are you doing?
Censoring real life. His chin looks like balls. You want me to cover that too?
C'est moi. But I'll give you a topic.
Talk amongst yourselves.
What was your scariest film experience? I'll tell you mine. The 1960 Robert Wise directed film The Haunting, which was adapted from the Shirley Jackson novella The Haunting of Hill House. The image of that door being banged on and pressed in by an invisible force still haunts me.
God, it knows I'm here.
Doc, I'll let you have the house cheap.
And they never show any ghost or a monster, which makes it even more frightening because you're dealing with your own imagination running wild. It's an amazing film, if you get a chance to see it. So drop a comment and I will select a winner this coming Tuesday at midnight my time, and I will answer the winner's comment and post the winner's name in a pinned comment and on my community tab. You'll have 48 hours from the announcement to contact me at inquiringminds@gmail.com with your name and address for shipping. After that time, I'll select another winner. And there you have it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell to get instant notifications whenever a new video is posted. And don't forget that you can join as a member of my channel as well for only 99 cents a month, and I guarantee I will answer your comments in the comments section. You might not always like my answers, but you'll get one.
Where did you get that dress? It's awful, and those shoes and that coat. Jeez.
And you'll get cool emojis and badges too.
I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
And that just leaves it for me to say thank you for watching. And that's all she wrote.
I made this.